In this session, we'll have a view on the exempt income. Now, the exempt income is an important area because when I'll be calculating my the taxable income, in that case, I may have certain items which I have included in my accounting income, but in calculation of my taxable income, I will be excluding them. So, such items which are the exempt incomes and the expense incurred on such exempt incomes would be excluded. So, first thing here is that we have dividends or any other profit distributions which we will be receiving from any legal entity which is resident in UAE. So, if I have invested somewhere in any company listed on UAE Stock Exchange which is incorporated here, in that case, if I am getting any dividend out of it, such dividend would be exempted, and if I am incurring any expense on earning such dividend, such expense would also be excluded. Second important area, which is I will club these two exemption, is that any income which is against my investment, it could be dividend or any other form of income which I am receiving from a foreign legal entity, would be exempt if such entity, it would be qualifying as a participating interest. So, I'll explain you shortly the participating interest, but if my investee company falls in this category, in that case, dividend or any other income which I'll be getting out of it would be exempted. Next area is income from a foreign branch. So, income from the foreign branch, it can be excluded. So, I have the option, I can elect. I have the option that I do not wish to calculate to include my foreign branch income in calculation of my UAE head office income here. So, in that case, there are certain conditions which I will be explaining you in due course, but if we exclude such income also, its applicable expense will also be excluded. Final area is that any income which is derived from operating aircrafts or ship in international transportation by a non-resident entity. In that case, such income would be exempted, but with the condition that same exemption is available for UAE based entities also, in those countries. Next is the explanation of the participating interest. So, just a recap, we are now focusing on these areas. At the dividend earned from the entities qualifying as the participating interest would be exempt. So, we will now see what is included in that participating interest. So, first thing first is my shareholding condition. So, my shareholding should be at least 5% or higher in that investee company. If that criteria is fulfilled, then I have following 4 conditions, and all of those have to be fulfilled. First one is that I should be holding that investment, or I have intention to hold it for a continuous period of 12 months. Okay. The investee company should be taxable at least at the same rate or higher, similar to UAE, and the profit sharing and liquidation proceeds sharing should be at least 5%. So, once all these conditions are fulfilled and I am investing in such company, and after my investment I am getting some income out of it, those income, such income and its expense would be excluded from my calculation of taxable income in UAE. Next is foreign branch, the permanent establishment, exemption. Again, it is a continuation of if I am opting for the exclusion of my income of the foreign the branch. So, the conditions are that if I will be opting for it, I have the option. In that case, I would also exclude the the losses from such foreign establishment, any income or any expenditure from any of its foreign branch, I will be excluding it. And the most important thing is that any foreign tax credit which I have paid in that country would also be excluded. So as and when we will be calculating the final Excel sheet for the corporate tax, so you will see that the final item which we exclude is basically the if we have paid any foreign income tax in any other country. So if we opt for this exemption, I will be excluding it also. I cannot claim such foreign tax credit here. And also the foreign PE should be taxed at least the rate similar to UAE rate here. So once all these conditions are fulfilled, I can opt for excluding the income of my foreign branch here.